Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly tarot scopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading. Virgo. Hi Virgo. Welcome to your April of 2015 tarot scope and animal totem reading for Virgo. Let me shuffle up the cards and get some mojo going here for you guys. See what we're going to come up with. Wow. Look at that. Well, you got the World and Judgment in there. That's some pretty heavy hitters. I need to get some more insights. We need a few more cards. Okay, here we go. Well, yeah. World and Judgment card in the upright position up here in the very first cards. That's pretty powerful. It's, you know, the eclipse is coming up, and the eclipse is going to be in Libra on the 4th. The full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipses usually will eclipse something out of your life, and it does have to do with releasing and letting go. So there does seem to be something sort of coming to an end, but then the world is there, so you really can't get much better than that. I mean, you just can't. The world is bigger, better, more than you thought. It's like huge, and it could be worldwide too. The thing that's here is what I'm saying about the letting go part is because wheel is in reverse. So wheel in reverse is like, sometimes it means you're not on your path. Because the world, I mean, wheel upright, this talks about being on your fate, being on your path, following your destiny. It's synchronicities. It's things being synced up, lining up. Wheel in reverse says, not so. Things are not lined up. The timing's not right. Also, you know, when the wheel's up, things are kind of going up, and then when the wheel's down, it's kind of going down. You know, it's not, you might be sort of in a downward slant. And you know, I've got these two water signs here, and so this stuff could have been something that went down like in Pisces time, which would have been, you know, late February and March here. And I've also got a Knight and a King of Cups here in reverse, and we do have the eclipse on the 20th. I'm recording it like the day before that, the eclipse at 29 Pisces. This could have been right around that time, the new moon eclipse. But it does seem like you're wavering back and forth here trying to make a decision with the Two of Swords. And this is saying something's just not going to change. Whenever you get usually it's a person, actually. Whenever you get the Knight and the King in the same spread, it's usually the same person. Or an ongoing, long-standing like situation. In reverse, it usually, it means, you know, not favorable. Or somebody that you're clashing with or giving you a hard time or whatever. Sometimes it can go the other way. Like they'll be in reverse, and then they'll show up like this. Like, oh well, maybe they were, you know, behaving in a certain way before, but now they're in a different light. You know, they've changed. They've grown up a lot of times. Or even it can be the other way. Maybe you meet somebody, you think they're really cool, and it changes. Turns out that they're not so cool. But in reverse, it's like somebody is the way they are, and that's the way they're always going to be. Not going to change. If it's somebody you're dealing with now at this phase and you're wondering if you should move forward with this relationship, know that they're not really going to change much down the road here. Also, the Cups people often represent water. That would be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So that could be the sign of whoever we're dealing with here. Now, it's men. It shows us men here, but in these general readings, I feel like it just could be anybody. It could be a woman, too. It doesn't have to be. But the water sign part is probably true. So either a water sign or in the time of water, like I said, with Pisces. This could also be the span from Pisces to Scorpio, from March to November. You know, if I were doing a reading for you and it wasn't just for this month, I would totally probably tie that in. So it looks like you're trying to make a decision whether to let go of this or where to go with this. And, you know, either way, it just looks like, no, not a good sign. It's also could be if you're trying to decide between associating with somebody who's younger or an older, and there could be money tied in. And if that's the case, neither one would be a wise choice. Or there's something real similar about either one. Even though by all outward appearances, maybe they seem to be different. This guy in particular with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that could be loss. You know, that could be, well, it is loss. But with Ten of Pentacles, it could be like somebody who's lost their business, lost their company, lost their house. Because Ten of Pentacles is like very much things in the material world, very much things that are, you know, three-dimensional, brick and mortar. You know, these kind of things are indicated by this Ten of Pentacles. And there does seem to be some loss there. Or maybe there would be loss if you were to deal with them. So, either or this water sign person or this person that showed up in Pisces, it may be time to cut them loose. But look at this stuff. I mean, this is some excellent cards up here. World is fantastic. You know, the world is your oyster. It's all opening up to you. Judgment card. This is your graduating. And I always look at this card of the Judgment card of this horn of the angel. Now, which way does that horn point? And what is it pointing at? In this case, it's not pointing at anything in the spread. So what I feel like it's saying, it's like onward and upward. It's like you're transcending your current situation altogether. You know, the choices that you have available around you right now, none of them are going to be, it's going to be on a higher level. It's going to be at a higher realm, or you're advancing to a higher level. The other thing that's in here is this Eight of Pentacles. So that's like keep honing your skills. Keep doing your craft. Keep working on your skills and polishing. You know, he's so absorbed in what he's doing. He's the outside world. He's not even paying attention to it. This is that card of, you know, time is just flying by because you're so into what you're doing and your own creations. And note that these are pentacles. This is the outside world, yes, but these are also pentacles. So it says that money is going to start coming. But that doesn't seem to be your motivation with this card to me. Eight of Pentacles says that you just do it for the love of doing it. And this is the card of do what you love and the money will follow. Because it's next to that wheel in reverse and the timing maybe not being right and all that, you know, maybe you maybe try to step out or debut or show some of your stuff at a different point in time and it didn't really happen. So now it's going to really happen. Now the world is here and judgment. See, these things that aren't working out, it's because it wasn't meant for you. That's always the case. You know, if it's going against the flow and you're the fish fighting the stream, fighting against the stream, then, you know, that saying go with the flow, it's you know, it's kind of a cliche, but it's a real thing. If you do stay with the flow, if things aren't working out, it's because there's just something better down the road for you. And that totally seems to be the case here with the world and judgment. If some of you are thinking of traveling internationally or dealing with foreign affairs or, you know, people of a different culture or a different country, this could also be very favorable for you. There does seem to be a lot of stuff down here also about waiting, though. We've got Hermit, which is a card of waiting, pause, and reflection. There's a card of the Four of Swords, which is also waiting, waiting, waiting. It seems to be more tied into these guys again about making this decision. Don't let anybody rush you into any kind of decision or making any kind of commitments right now. Because you may commit to something that you could do a lot better later on. You know, you might... there could be an offer or something coming up that you would take, and then if, like, say you did get involved with this guy, then you would miss out on all that. See what I'm saying? So it goes like that. This is also talking about, there's a lot of stuff about it. Maybe this was something from the past. This is giving up on something. You know, I did that before, looking at the spilled cups, looking at what went wrong in the past. Not seeing that there are still full cups available. So there's still something to be salvaged out of this, or something that good can come of it. And this card being like a stalemate or an impasse. In reverse, it says that that could open up, that it's not so much the case anymore. I also like that this card is kind of off. It's not like this is right in the center of everything. It's like, no, yeah, at one time maybe it was an impasse, but I just want to say that the timing wasn't right before, and that now maybe it is. Now this is coming around, and now maybe it is. And it does have to do with what you want to love. It does have to do with reaching your, or loving what you do. It does have to do with reaching your highest potential. You know, we all have different levels that we can do in life. You know, not everybody reaches their highest potential, or does anybody ever reach their highest potential? You know, but these cards indicate coming pretty darn close. You know, if money were no object, what would your life look like? And this may be, you know, opportunities for that kind of thing might be unfolding. Okay, I'm gonna do your animal totem. You know, the cards are done, and I was so stoked that we were gonna be able to use them this month. I got yours already, but what happens is it takes like, oh, sorry about that camera jiggle. It takes a couple of weeks for the proofs to come in, so I don't actually have them in my hand, but I do have the card. Oh, it's the pig. Pig's actually a good card. Okay, I'll be right back with the interpretation, so don't go away. Okay, Virgo, so your animal totem for the month of April is the pig. I'm going to read what I wrote, and then we can talk about it a little further. Tenacious, steadfast, bold, independent, bringer of luck, prosperity, and wealth. Feast and celebrate in gratitude. Prolific creation, a time of great fertility. You know, a lot of people, they think pig, oh God, they don't want pig to be their totem, but pig is a big time symbol of good luck. It's definitely prosperity. It's definitely the time of feast and abundance. And I wanted to mention that with these cards, my intention was not that you just read the card and then that's it. My intention was that it would speak to your subconscious mind. So when these cards actually are printed and available, if you look at it, and on this one, what I noticed in a couple of these cards, there's like a little question mark. This is on his tail here. There's a question mark there. You know, these little sprouts on the bottom sometimes stand out to me. And it's not only the space itself, but the negative space, you know. So these little areas in here, does this remind you of anything? You know, this almost even looks like an elephant over here with his thing going up. So that was my intention, and I'm already discovering things, you know, or the body parts, the different body parts stand out to you, the nose. So maybe it's something about somebody's nose, you know. So there's lots to go on here. If you want to look it up further, I totally encourage you to do so. There's tons of information online. I try to give a little bit of my own spin on it. But more so, these cards are meant to awaken your psychic. It's not just to read the card and that's the meaning. I wanted to show you guys, this is what the back's going to look like over here to the left. And this is was going to be the box, but it's actually just going to be the title card. And I'm calling it the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And I got that from back when I was running my family's business, the bar. They used to tease me and call me the Beast Mistress there for a while. That was like my nickname, because I was trying to get them, tell them about animal totems, and they were not really, you know, they were kind of making fun of me, but it became like my little nickname for a while, a running joke. But so, and I even have a little video of a couple of the gem guys. I posted it like in 2010, but it's probably from like 2006 or something. And they're doing their little Beast Mistress song. It's pretty funny. It's like a minute long. I'll put a link if you guys want to look at it. But anyway, so that's the name of it. Beast Mistress Animal Oracle Cards. Volume 1 I didn't put on there, but there will be a Volume 2 for sure. Possibly even a Volume 3. Not right away. I need a break from this for now. This has been a huge, huge project and undertaking. But yeah, so I love hearing about too, when you guys, if you get confirmation in the outside world, leave it in the comments, because I really love hearing about that. Okay, so your animal totem for this month is pig. I'll be back next month with more. Okay, everyone, before we go, be sure to check out my book, Tarot in the Modern World. If you're watching this video to learn how to read tarot, well, this Tarot in the Modern World would probably be, you know, the companion guide. It's very reasonably priced and very easy to understand. It's available on Amazon. If you go to my main page over here, my main channel, and you go under the About section, well, this is my main channel. Go back to Home. You can see I have other channels there, but also if you go under the About section, you can find everything. You can find out how to order a reading. It's the second thing down, the prints, all the stuff, how to make a donation. And if you enjoy these free readings, you know, please don't hesitate to make a donation. I want to thank everybody who has been donating, because it really is awesome and it really makes it worthwhile to do these free readings. But you can also see some of my other channels, which is the VV Creative Shorts, which is all my keyboard stuff and music stuff and some arts and crafts. But I've been a keyboard player for many, many years. hence the rock and roll part of the Rock and Roll Prophetess. And I also have my learning songs for kids. It's just Vicky Verley. It's my original YouTube channel. It has a ton of kids stuff, so if you or anybody you know has small children in your life, you might want to check that out. On the Tapestry of Life mandalas page, if you go, that's where all the ordering is, but there's also these mandalas, you know, and it's based on your chart. I know a lot of people really like these mandalas, but they're kind of expensive. And they're expensive because, you know, they take many, many hours to make. They're made from your chart. So for a long time, I've been trying to think of how I could offer it in a less expensive way. I thought I might run charts for like the Dalai Lama or spiritual masters and offer those as prints for everybody. But what I finally decided to do, I've joined Fine Art America, and you can find a link to that on my main thing. And I've been starting to create these mandalas. They're going to be a series, which I believe will be a deck. These are the universal mandalas, and they're meant to tap into your collective unconscious. This one is the first in the series, and it's called The Forgotten Knowledge. I'm so stoked to get working on these. This is what I really, really want to do because I'm just so drawn to it. I had to finish up that animal totem deck first, though, and now that that's finished, I'm going to be moving on to this. So if you like this, you can order a print for as low as $22. Fine Art America is a very reputable print on demand, and they do a high quality, really nice job on everything. So if you like it, you know, you can check that out too. Again, it's all available on my main YouTube channel under the About section. You can find everything. I want to thank you all for donating and commenting and liking and sharing my videos and Google Plusing and all the things that you guys have been doing. I really, really appreciate all your support. Any donation is highly appreciated. Be sure to check out my books and my art and my other stuff, even if you can't make a donation. Maybe you would like to purchase some of my work. And of course, order a reading. You know, that's another option. I am going to be coming up with another kind of video reading. I'll be announcing it soon. I wasn't able to get it together in time for this, but I am going to be coming up with a little private video reading thing, more dealing with past lives. I'll be announcing it soon. And be on the lookout for the animal totem cards. I will be announcing it in a little video as soon as I have the deck in my hand and they're available for sale. As I said, I really put a lot of work into these, and I made the animal totem deck with the intention of it speaking to your subconscious mind. So it's more than just merely a deck that you look up the definition and that's the end of it. You look at these cards, you're going to get stuff, and it did work because I'm already seeing things in these cards. So, and that was my intention. I wanted it to be like that, to kind of get your psychic juices going, you know, and kickstart your intuition, if you will. Okay, so remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll talk to you soon.